This video is brought to you by Loot Crate. Head today to lootcrate.com/reviewtechusa and enter the code RTU to save 10% on any subscription plan. Skip it up and that up. So is Microsoft already hiring people to help develop their next generation console? Well, maybe. A few days ago, Microsoft published a career opportunity ad, quote unquote, seeking a super creator industrial designer for the Xbox team and mentioning that he or she would work on the next generation entertainment hardware for Microsoft. This is what the original ad had to say. The industrial design studio is building a world-class in-house team. We love entertainment. We live for building transformative entertainment experiences that resonate with customers. This is underlined on DualShockers.com. We are looking for passionate designers who want to help us create next-generation entertainment hardware for Microsoft. However, the job ad was changed shortly later. This is what it says now. Join the world-class in-house Xbox industrial design studio. We love entertainment and live for building transformative experiences that resonate with customers. This is what changed. We are looking for passionate designers to help create new devices and experiences for Microsoft. So I'm going to give a couple scenarios here. I'm going to start off with all these could be what actually happened with this ad, but I'm going to go from what I think is the most practical to basically a conspiracy theory, okay? Here's what I think happened. Someone in Microsoft's HR department wrote that up. Next generation is a really good catchphrase and it really rings with people. So they just wrote next generation just for the sake of writing it to make the ad seem more appealing to potential job seekers. And then after they posted the job ad, they realized, that's kind of misleading. I need to take it down. That's probably all that happened. No more, no less. Some HR person who probably can't even turn on a light switch and isn't tech savvy at all wrote that up, and they try to make it sound as catchy as possible, and they used the wrong wording, so they switched it. That's all it probably is. Now, could it be that the ad had a Freudian slip in it and Microsoft actually is working on next-gen hardware, and then they realized they shouldn't have put that ad out there and let people know that they are? Probably not, but maybe. But I will say one thing on this topic here. I have a feeling, I know I said the complete opposite before, but this is one I'm kind of seeing the tides changing here, that there is going to be a next gen of consoles. There's going to be another generation of consoles. And why do I feel that way? Is because the hardware from Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo was tapped out from the get-go. The 8th gen systems, they're already maxed out. They are. Okay, they're having problems making the games run in 1080p. There's computers out there from a couple years ago that are more powerful than the next gen systems. And I think Sony and Microsoft are realizing that we need to come out with new systems quicker. There isn't going to be no 10-year life cycle. There isn't going to be, maybe even a 7-year life cycle. And I think, like Ubisoft has said before, we don't want this generation to last 10 years. Hell, the 7th generation almost lasted 10 years, and it sucked for them. At least that's what Ubisoft said. And I think that Sony and Microsoft are seeing, wow, these consoles were really behind when we brought them to market. They weren't even coming close to even like a upper mid-range gaming PC. So there's no way that the PS4 and Xbox One could last a decade. I thought they were going to make them last a decade. I really thought this was going to be the last generation of hardware. But now seeing the consoles out in the market and seeing how their hardware is performing, I think there needs to be another generation, like another 4.5, 5 years from now, because I think 5 years from now or 4 years from now, the PS4 and Xbox One are going to be super duper outdated. They're going to be outdated much quicker than the PS3 and Xbox 360 were, because the PS3 and Xbox 360, when they came out, they were beasts. They were dominating any gaming PC out there when they were first launched. That's why they had a very long shelf life. The Xbox One and PS4 were, like I just said, are substantially behind even like a upper mid-range gaming PC from launch. So I can't see them lasting a decade. That's why I think the tides are turning, and that's why I think there's a small chance this ad could have been a Freudian slip and had some truth to it. Maybe they're already working on next-gen hardware. I kind of doubt it, at least this early, especially the Xbox One was basically just released. But who the hell knows? I'm going to hold to the fact that I think it was just an HR person was trying to make an appealing job ad, and then they realized they worded it wrong, and then they switched it the next day. Alright folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.